This is Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Welcome to Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Crimson Tide. This place is charged up and ready for a big game today. And a game like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, there's history and tradition, but right here, right now, there is tremendous intensity and bitterness on this field. You can feel it. We'll see a team that's had a chance to rest from a bye week, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Volunteers will kick this away to start us off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. So Alabama's will get the first crack on offense today. Here we go, Kirk. All the emotion in this stadium. Which side is going to handle that better today?
Chris, we had a chance to visit both these teams, and one of the things that we saw, the clock's ticking down all year for this game, this day. Now they get their chance.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Makes a quick catch. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart at the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Looking for some space. It's Jordan. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. And it's a bunch formation. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. It is picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Boy, this is why I love this defense so much. So opportunistic. We've seen it all year, and now we see it right here. Big interception. They set their offense up in great field position here on their first possession.
So Tennessee's offense out there for their first possession. And here we go, Kirk, this matchup on the edge that's going to go a long way to deciding this game. An elite wide receiver and a guy who doesn't believe anybody can beat him.
This is going to be like a boxing match where it's an all-out battle. 2 extremely gifted athletes competing on every snap. Better get your popcorn ready.
And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Looking to pass here on second down. It's a quick grab. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Well, Kirk, you played in plenty of rivalry games. How do they feel different from the others?
Well, Chris, rivalry games, and depending on who the coach is, this is a game you think about all year. You know, you're working out in the weight room. You're doing drills and summer two-a-days. Everything is focused on getting to this game and play.
Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
And the Volunteers will bring their punt team onto the field. Finally, the first punt of the game, hoping to pin them back deep. Oh, and it lands at the 4 and bounces in for a touchback. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. The tackle is made. That's a short gain, well short of the marker.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either the receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Are we going to see a repeat? Remember, last time these teams played, it got ugly.
Chris, that's one of those games you just hate to see in a rivalry game. It gets so one-sided. Hoping today to see this defense play much better.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. Toss play to the outside. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. Quarterback drops back. He's got it. A 4th down conversion. Drive stays alive. Good enough for the first down to the 37.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but is beyond the sticks for the first down.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Finds his target. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Pass complete. It's second down now. Now we run a draw play. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
How about the defense on this play right here? Chris, they go with a draw play to try to take an advantage of an aggressive defense that's pinning their ears to get upfield. But instead, it was almost like the defense was expecting the run. They're not surprised at all. They make a great play.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Using his legs on the scramble. Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another first down.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. They'll run it here. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. Getting set for the second quarter here. Both offenses searching for a spark. They didn't do much in the first quarter at all. As we get lined up here for quarter number 2, we'll see if the offenses can get going. They didn't do much in the opening quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Pulls it in. It's Allen. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Well, this isn't something this defense sees very often, as a fullback sliding out of the backfield to catch a football. You don't practice this very often.
Crucial third down play after that completion. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
This quarterback is making his big plays in the most critical moments in this game. Not only does he come up with a first down, but he picks up huge yards. And how did it get done? Gets away from the rush, keeps his poise. And then how about him directing traffic as he moves downfield to pick up extra blockers? It's a really nice run.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Takes the handoff. It's Jordan. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Makes a quick grab. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Alabama has now moved into the red zone. They're going to run it here. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
The Tide offense line up here on 1st and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Intercepted in the end zone. And midfield. Inside the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tennessee. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
Wow, that's a risky throw here, so close to the goal line. This defender makes this interception, Chris. Sometimes you see a guy hesitant. He might think about taking a knee. This guy didn't. It gave him momentum and the speed that he needed to be able to get to the end zone.
This one will be fair caught. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. Offense in hurry-up mode.
Boy, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Look out, he's got some space. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Volunteers. And the interception taken to the house, a pick-6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick-6 last time out here. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He breaks into the clear. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. At the 10 now. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Bama.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. With the extra point, they're down 14-7 now. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, drops back. He's moving out of the pocket. Looking to scramble now. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So the offense faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. The Vols line up on 1st and 10 now. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Looks like he's going to run it. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, I thought the defense had him here, Chris. He should be down in the backfield, but instead, he gets out of the pressure and actually picks up some positive yards.
Snags a quick throw. He's stopped, but he gets a first down. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
This offense is clicking, and clearly, everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing
on the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
The offense will try to recover now. It's 2nd and 12. And he drops back in the gun. He's escaping the pocket now. Gets loose on the scramble and picks up a decent gain. Short of the first down there. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. The offense spends their final time out of the half here to talk strategy. Seventh play of the drive coming up. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Caught quickly. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all 4 quarters, it could get really ugly by the 4th.
So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. And he knocks it right through the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. Just time enough for one more play in the half. And the pass ball is incomplete in the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. They'll return it from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. Already a 2-possession lead here. Let's see if they continue to call it aggressively and try to put this defense in a bigger hole. Offense goes to the pistol formation now. First play of the second half is a handoff.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Receiver makes the grab, and he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. So here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 41. The pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
It's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. First down now. On the run, it's Jordan. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Single back, takes the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
3rd down, the offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Play action fake, looking to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket, on the move now. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field.
Let's go.
And now the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
They'll hand it off. Running with purpose. It's a fumble. Looks like the offense able to recover it there.
Wow, that is big-time awareness by his teammate to get on top of that football. As a result, they catch a break and are able to retain possession.
So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. A little bit too much air on that throw by the junior quarterback.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Return starts from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. And now they run the draw play. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31. New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. And he's got it again. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Oh, the pass is picked off. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. This line getting set up. It's a first down play.
Get set, get set.
Quick throw caught on the left side. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. One quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Gets rid of it on the move. Receiver makes the catch. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up fourth down.
Oh, he just missed his receiver there on third and short. Now you got to think in the fourth quarter, fourth and short, you got to try to cut into this lead. You might want to go for this here to keep thinking about 6 points.
So here we go. Down one score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Here's the handoff. Looks like Alabama will have the first down. Great chance for the offense to tie the game. First and goal. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. First and goal, handoff. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, tie.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
And they get set now to try the PAT. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. First down here for this offense. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You'll take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Well, the defense coordinator this week, all week, telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. And he'll set up to throw. Just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's 4th down.
On 3rd and short, the offense coordinator has his entire playbook open. You could run it or you could throw it. Either one's available. They chose to go through the air here. They're just not able to hit it.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field, trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive last time they had it. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Moves left out of the pocket. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield, they have a great pass rush. What do they create? Space and running lanes. And he takes off and picks up some nice yards.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's tackled after the catch.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a 2nd or 3rd option. He gets positive yards. But anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. And the quarterback dropping back. Running out of time in the pocket. The pass ball is incomplete and tried to extend the play, but nobody open.
At this point in the game, obvious situations, you're going to throw the football. I like the call by the defensive coordinator. Went with dime. 6 defensive backs, get them as much speed on the field as you can. May have confused the quarterback there a little bit and led to that incompletion.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And moves the ball to the 35 and another 1st down. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their 1st of the half.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards in the 1st down. I think in the process, Chris, they sent a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 1st down, it's play action. Looking to scramble. Pass is incomplete. He caught it, but couldn't get his feet down. This is the 6th play on the drive. And the running back takes the handoff. Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment for this important play. That run sets up a critical 3rd down play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the 1st down. Tie ball game late, and they're going for it on 4th down.
6-9-1, Gators score. Here we go.
Crucial play here. They go to the air. It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. An inside give now from the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, it all really comes down to this right now, Chris. You know, you're already in field goal range. You have a chance to maybe work a little bit closer. But let's face it, this defense, they're shooting those gaps. They're trying to come up with a loss of yardage, maybe trying to rip the ball out. Offense has to be incredibly smart with their play call and make sure you align that kicker where he's very comfortable to potentially hitting this game-winning field goal.
Defensive fans getting frustrated. Offense continues to march. And they'll go right back to him on 1st down.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Makes a quick catch. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Trying to extend the play. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
Oh, this is a great job here. Looks downfield, nobody open, takes off and tries to use his legs to go for it, and gets to the sidelines, gets out of bounds, avoids the hit, and most importantly, he got that 1st down.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. It's a jet sweep. Receiver trying to turn the corner. Into the end zone to take the lead here in OT. Can you say methodical? Marathon march, Kirk, just pounding away and wearing down that defense.
They just kept moving the sticks and moving the sticks until they got into the red zone, and they just kept moving to the sticks until they got into the end zone. What a drive.
And now for the crucial extra point to push the lead to 7 in OT. Quarterback set. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He's looking to throw. Oh, he did not get in. They stopped him. Let's see if that gamble comes back to haunt them. So pressure on this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. First down. Looking to throw the football. Down he goes. A sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
First down sack, pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. There's a shot toward the end zone. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
So a challenging third down play. They need a first down or a touchdown to keep this game going. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Oh, and it's a huge overtime interception. Can he take it all the way? And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here. In these overtime games, Kirk, it just comes down to execution in the moment. Who can make one more big play? They did it. They come up with a signature W.
Yeah, you're right, Chris. I think this likely will end up being one of the best games, not only for them, but maybe in all of college football for the season. To me, it felt like an instant classic and one that fans should remember for a long time.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.